All right, welcome to the stream. Everyone watching on TikTok and YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate y'all being here.
We got missiles locked.
It's Salvage Saturday.
It's Salvage Saturday.
Get in the hangar quick.
How are y'all
Get
doing
in the hangar
today?
quick. Oh shit. Oh man.
Wow, that's what happens when you hit the wrong button on your soundboard. So today,
It's Salvage Saturday.
yeah, it's Salvage Saturday. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink some damn coffee real quick before I get started. Cheers. Okay, we like everyone here on TikTok and YouTube. So here you
We
go.
appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
All right, y'all come on over and watch me on Twitch. It's the best way to watch this stream. And we're going to be doing some salvage today because
It's Salvage Saturday.
in case you're slow or on the uptake or whatever, it's Salvage Saturday. We do something different every morning around here, and on Saturdays we go out in the reclaimer typically and salvage stuff. Sometimes I'll go out in the vulture, but I really prefer to use the reclaimer. I can make more money with the reclaimer. So here it goes. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I might have to end the stream a little early today. I usually stream for 4 hours, but I might have to stop a little early today. I have to take someone to the airport. Our lovely house guest Vicky is going to be going back home today. We're going to miss her. Yep. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. For those of y'all just joining or new to the stream,
It's Salvage Saturday.
yep, that's what that's what the day is today. And we're gonna be salvaging. We're gonna take this big ass frickin' reclaimer out, and we're gonna melt some ships. We're gonna scrape their hulls off, and then we're gonna munch them up into construction material. So maybe some interesting changes coming up to salvage soon. Maybe some interesting changes. They were talking about it in the stream yesterday. I was really busy with First Person Shooter Friday, so I didn't get it all, unfortunately, but apparently they're going to add refining to the salvage process. We don't know what that's going to look like. Some of us are a little concerned that that might be a little bit disruptive to what we try to do as salvagers, especially with the reclaimer. But we'll see. We'll see what that's like. Oh, let me get a salvage contract while the hangar door is opening. C2 Hercules. That's what we want. Alright, we gotta get out of the hangar before we lay into course. Trilling Farm on TikTok asks, can you steal people's ships and make them your own? No. No, you can't. And by the way, I understand everyone wanting attention on TikTok, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch. I got my Twitch feed right in front of me, so come on over to Twitch. You still there, Trilling Farm? Shoot me a message. Let me know if you're there. If you're not, I understand. We all gotta scroll, scroll, scroll. That's fine. You don't have to use Twitch. We can talk on TikTok, buddy. Alright. You play Elite Dangerous? I'm so sorry. I used to play Elite Dangerous. I used to love Elite Dangerous. It's a great game, but it just doesn't compare to Star Citizen. It is a good game. Elite Dangerous is a great game. I just, when I went to Star Citizen, I went back and tried to play Elite Dangerous, and it just doesn't even really compare to this game at all. I couldn't play it. It was so two-dimensional. Let's spend some time comparing. We can compare and contrast Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen. They have their own good and bad. Yeah, Elite Dangerous has a lot of good. Let's see, the reason why I haven't started Star Citizen is because you have to use real money to buy a good ship. False. False, Trillion Farm. That's not true. You're listening to all the people who talk about this game being freaking a scam and all that stuff. You can get into Star Citizen for $45. $45 is all it takes to get into. Yeah, your coworker told you that. Don't listen to your coworker, buddy. You can get into Star Citizen for $45. That's less than most AAA games out there. That's way less. I mean, granted, Star Citizen is in an incomplete state. I like everything about this game. There's so many things about this game. Yeah, you can get into this game for $45 and never have to spend a cent. You can buy all your ships in game. You can get into $45 and anything you spend above that is on you. If you have to have a good ship, then now I've spent a lot of money on this game. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is, I didn't have to. What don't I like about this game? It's not finished. It's sometimes there's a lot of bugs. You have to spend money to get good. That's false too. Whoever's telling you that stuff is lying. Hey, Shoot Swim, good Salvage Saturday to you. Welcome in on Twitch. We have Trilling Farm talking to me on TikTok. He thinks that you have to spend a lot of money to be good at this game. We spend money to buy new ships. It's a crowd-funded game. This game would not have. Okay, yeah, go over to TikTok and chat with them. Shoot Swim, cool. Yeah, sometimes they got new ships out that require good money to buy, but you don't have to spend that money to play the game. There's plenty of good ships you can buy that it's not pay to play. It's not pay to play. You pay $45 and that's all you ever have to spend. And I'm not going to try to convince you. There's free flies. You can come out and fly for free for a whole week during the free flies. Come out and try the game out. See if it's something you want to spend money on. Yeah, free fly. Just stay tuned to the RSI website. They'll let you know when free fly is. William says they do free fly like 5 times a year. Next is in November. Yeah, 5 times a year, Trilling Farm. Yeah, keep an eye out, buddy. It's worth getting into, man. Trust me. You play this game, you won't ever play Elite Dangerous again. I promise you that. William, is that you? Are you Shoot Swim? Okay, well, today is Salvage Saturday, so I'm going to be showing you salvage today. That's what we do on Saturdays. If you want to see different gameplay, we do different stuff every day of the week. On my stream. Mondays is mining Mondays, Tuesdays is space trucking Tuesdays, Wednesdays is Warfare Wednesdays, where I go bounty hunting. Thursdays is Thursdays. What's Thursday? Thursdays is Triage Thursday, where I do medical stuff. Fridays is First Person Shooter Fridays, something Elite Dangerous is extremely lacking in. And Saturdays is Salvage Saturday.
It's Salvage Saturday.
It's Salvage Saturday, so we're going to be salvaging today. I hope you like what you see. So we're going to salvage this ship right here. Hopefully it gives me credit for this ship and I don't have to go to the other one. Yep, this is the right one. Okay, what we're doing here, Trilling, is we're scraping the hull off of this ship. We're scraping the hull, we're getting what's called recycled material composite, and that's going to be good for money. We can turn that in and like buy new ships if we want to without real money. Nope, this is a salvage beam. It basically melts the hull right off the ship. How long does it take to buy, save up to buy a decent ship? Maybe a couple of days. Couple of days tops. You join an org in the game, they might front you some money to buy a ship. I'm in an org called Northfield. Like I said, the new ships that come out, you don't have to buy them. You can wait, and eventually those will become available in-game. You can make money really quick in this game if you know what you're doing. If you join the game and you get into an org and get people mentoring you and showing you how to play, you can make a lot of money in the game. That's right. The community here is at least as good as the community in Elite Dangerous. I'm not going to say there's bad people in Elite Dangerous, but the people in Star Citizen are very helpful in teaching you how to play the game. We believe in this game. A lot of us have spent a lot of money to play this game. We didn't have to. That was a choice that we made to help support the development of the most awesome, ambitious game ever created. You take their ships, it won't go to your hangar on the website. You'll lose the ship eventually, but you can definitely steal people's ships and fly around with them under certain circumstances. What other questions you got, buddy? What's the point in taking someone's ship? Maybe you want to steal their cargo. Maybe you have a specific use for it. I don't know. Why do you want to steal someone's ship anyway? That's a question I've got. So Elite Dangerous is a good game, but it just, for me, after playing Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous seems awfully two-dimensional. The graphics aren't nearly as good. It's just they're like, we got a one-to-one recreation of the galaxy, which is really cool. But after a while, when you've seen one system, you've seen all of them. And believe me, I know, I played Elite Dangerous for 8 or 9 years. So I was wondering if you could just find one and take it. Papa Grand, this is not Minecraft, this is Star Citizen. Star Citizen is better than Elite Dangerous every day of the week, says William on TikTok. That's true. Appreciate y'all on TikTok. Thanks for coming over.
We appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
Trillion Farm says, yeah, spacecraft. What are you referring to? I lost you, buddy. So this ship I'm in is called a reclaimer. It's typically, it has 2 laser heads. I'm only using one of them. It's a multi-crew ship, but you can solo this ship. And that's what I'm doing. It's a money printing ship. That's right, Suggy. How you doing this morning, Suggy? Good to see you. I got Trillion Farm on TikTok. He's been having a robust conversation with me. He's really curious about Star Citizen. One of his buddies told him that you have to spend all kinds of money to be good at this game, which is a load of horse shit. I don't know why someone would tell him that. Yeah, Suggy's here. Come on back to Twitch, William. Just came home from the barber, just shaved my entire head down. I need to go to the barber. I need to do something with this beard. It's getting out of control. Price of the ships is way overpriced. Not true. Not true. You can get in with the $45 starter pack. They're not overpriced. Not unless you want to spend money on them. If you wait, they will become available in-game over a few months, and you can buy the new ships in-game. That's what I've been saying. Can't stress that enough. How much do ships cost? It depends on what you're after, man. What ship do you... Look it up on the RSI website. It'll tell you how much they are. Shoot Swim says, they're not overpriced at all. I gladly spend the money on extra ships because I wanted to. That's right, me too. Like I said, you can get into this game with the $45 starter pack and never... We got a guy who spent $45 on this game. He's got some large ships that make a lot of money in game, and he's only been playing a couple months. How much do I put into the game? That's a secret. I don't have to put another red cent into the game if I don't want to. Hey, Beard Stacks. Alright, no problem, Beard Stacks. You go do real life shit today, man. It's cool. I'm not going to share Trillion Farm. All I can tell you is you can get into this game for $45. Cheapest ship right now is $20. Says Dougie. It's the Aurora ES. It's kind of a piece of shit, though, in my opinion. Shoot Swim says he spent $1,800 in the game and he has no shame about it. I started with a $50 pack and then fell in love and blew my wallet. What are you asking? Do you want to know how much I spent on the game? I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on the game. My wife might be watching, and then I'd have a lot to answer for. Well, well, well. It won't let me get into the pilot seat. Alright, we've just encountered our first bug of the day. It's not a money pit. I keep telling you, you don't have to spend any more than $45. The bug I encountered is I can't get into this seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and Alt F4, and we're gonna see if I can repair this situation. Yeah, I'm going to try Alt F4, and I basically crashed the game with the Alt F4, and I'm going to try to go back into the game and see if I can get into the seat. You had to get a different ship, shoot, swim. We'll see. I don't want to get a different ship. I want to keep my missions. I want to keep scraping this ship and get some money out of it. If I can't get into it, I might have to go back to the station and start all over again. It's okay, though. You know, every time we go in, we sign. Every time we go in, we acknowledge an agreement that says this game is in the alpha stage. It's still under development. There might be bugs. There might be errors and all kinds of stuff. So it's just part of playing Star Citizen. You have to have a lot of patience to play this game. And maybe it's not for you, Trilling Farm. Maybe it's not for you. Those of us who play this game love it. Those of us who came over from Elite Dangerous cannot go back to Elite Dangerous. I tried. It's just it doesn't make any sense, Elite Dangerous, anymore. And that's a finished game. Yeah, trying bed log and server hop might fix it. Yeah, but then I might lose the ships I'm trying to scrape. What if I can't get into it? What do I do? Well, I can get into it. See? Oh, and look, I get to start scraping this ship all over again. That's a bug that I like.
Oh, man.
Because the hull's back on this ship. How do you like that shit? I approve of this bug.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Okay. I like getting to scrape this shit all over again. That's more RMC. RMC is much more valuable than construction material. That's what you get for disintegrating the ships. I don't use both my lasers because I'm just one person. I don't have anyone else on the ship with me right now. If I had a helper, we would be running both lasers. This is a multi-crew ship. I'm running it solo. Yeah, bugs in our favor. Shoot, swim, that's right. No, you can't hire AI to help, at least not yet. That would kind of defeat the whole purpose of the game. No NPC crew members. If I could hire NPC crew members, why would I want to try to get my friends on board to help me with this? Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Trillion Farm. No, you can't hire an NPC crew member. Suggy in Twitch says, I hope they never introduce NPC ship members, because then it happens, it'll become a single player game. Yep. Another point I'd like to make is in Elite Dangerous, you can't have a real player manning your snub fighters in your large ships. It's always better to play with people, Trillion Farm. That's right. That's something you can't do as much in Elite Dangerous. Like, you can have someone else on your ship in Elite Dangerous. They're just stuck to the chair. That's right, they're just stuck to the chair. And they can't really do much anyway. They might be able to man a turret, but we all know that gameplay has never really worked very well in Elite Dangerous. I've never been in someone's turret and had any fun with it. After 8 years of playing Elite Dangerous. Shoot Swim says, I hope they do offer NPC ship members in a limited capacity, i.e. engineering AI, but not combat or turret drones. No, if they put NPCs in engineering, what's the point in having engineering? It'd be playing it just like it is right now. Why even introduce engineering at all, Shoot Swim? How hard is it to find random people to play with? Why would you want to play with random people? Just go. It's not hard. You got the global chat. You can get people to randomly join you, but why would you do that if you're a member of an org, or if you make lots of friends in the game? You always have someone who could potentially come man your crew. I could have someone manning my crew if I wanted to bug a lot of people, but I don't. Most of the friends I have aren't awake this time of day, or they're busy trying to work. New people coming in can get a mentor. There's a mentor button on the page, and you can get a mentor and play with them. Shoot Swim was saying that's fair. I was thinking more from the perspective of smaller groups, but I see your point. Yeah, engineering, if you make it to where NPCs do it, you might as well not introduce it at all. Yep. Tell me more about the mentor. Be honest with you, I don't know about the mentor very much. I've never used it, and I don't know anyone who has, but it's there. There's a mentor program. You can click on the link on the website, and there'll be people willing to help you learn to play the game. They might even give you a little bit of in-game currency so you can buy equipment and a better ship eventually. Shoot Swim said if he didn't have a kiddo asleep right now, if I asked, he would pop in and play. And besides, you do know about orgs because I told you about them, Trillion Farm. Most people that play this game know all about orgs. There's even a link to orgs on the RSI website, so there's plenty of organizations out there to join. Plenty of organizations to join. Everyone knows about them. Even new players. Even newbies. If you just straight up downloaded the game. Well, like I said, there's a link to orgs on the RSI website. If you do your due diligence, you'll find out about them. If you just download the game and don't look at anything else, and choose to stay ignorant, you won't learn anything. And if you go through life that way, I really feel sorry for you. Shoot Swim says the mentor program is what we all do with new friends or new persons in global. Just show them the road. Some mentors on RSI website just are a little more deciding on doing it for solos who didn't get brought in by friends. Most people download games and then do the tutorial. Well, most people are really stupid too. Shoot Swim says dedicated, not decided. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah, it's not ignorance. Well, if, like I said, Trillion Farm, this game isn't for everybody. It's not for everybody. You have to have a lot of patience to play this game. How many games do you know that you have to go to a website to play the game? Elite Dangerous. How did you learn how to play Elite Dangerous? Did you just have someone telling you everything about the game? If you did, I don't know, man. I had to do a lot of web searching about Elite Dangerous to learn how to play that game. You talking about their main
You got
website?
missiles locked? Dude,
Hey, Gutted Rabbit,
get
how
in the
you
hangar
doing?
quick. Get in
Yeah,
the
Shoot
hangar
Swim
quick.
says Elite Dangerous,
shit.
Tarkov, Greystone
man.
Warrior. I'm YouTube University. A lot of those games.
Who did we get missile locked from?
Man, I'm so sorry, dude. You know what I did?
Oh, no.
I fucking
Lord.
locked onto one of the turrets with the missiles and I couldn't.
You don't need the website to play the game. You don't need the RSI website to play the game. But you're not going to find out about orgs unless you go there, are you? How do you find out about orgs in Elite Dangerous? I never found out about orgs in Elite Dangerous, but there are. It's nowhere on the website or anything in Elite Dangerous. Why are you arguing with me? Chin, it almost feels like he's rage baiting about the game at this point. Yeah, I agree, Shoot Swim. Solo today, Najee, that's right. Trying to rage bait. Yeah, are you trying to rage bait me, Trilling Farm? Look, if you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. But if you want to miss out on one of the best games ever created, go ahead and don't play this game. I don't care. But I'm here to tell you this is the most ambitious, amazing game ever made. If you don't want to play it, that's on you, man. I'm not trying to call you out. I just think that look, I didn't call you out. My other viewers called you out. They say you're trying to rage bait. Suggy says game's better without people with that kind of mindset. Yeah, maybe this game isn't for you, Trillion Farm. It's probably not for you. But Trillion Farm, you had an attitude from the second you came in here today. Either pay attention to the chat or I'm out. I didn't ask you to watch. Hey Desu, thanks for the follow on TikTok, man. Yeah, I understand. Most people like to interact with the people they're watching. You know what? When I'm interacting with someone I'm watching and they don't respond, I just scroll. I just swipe up. You didn't wait a few minutes. I had just started the stream. Oh. I was on for like 2 minutes, Trilling Farm. I was on for 2 minutes when you made that comment. Yeah, Shoot Swim even went to TikTok to try to help the chat. Turn my light on? Why? Why do I want to turn my light on, Najee? That just makes it harder to see what I'm scraping. You didn't wait a few minutes, you waited like a minute or two. That's not a few, that's like 2 minutes. Shoot Swim says, I got the notification we went live when I got home. I joined and sat down within 5 minutes and you were already talking to him. I know, that's what I'm saying. It was like a couple of seconds. I saw his message almost immediately after he posted it. The gaslighting is real this morning, yep. That's right, Shoot Swim.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
There, y'all like my new soundbite? Y'all have access to that redeem too. Y'all feel free to use it. But I thought you were working out of ruin, lol, bad joke alert. What Shoot Swim? I don't get it. I am working out of ruin. What's the joke? I missed it. Instead of Gaslight Station? Yeah, okay. That is a little bit funny. Who is gaslighting who? I was asking questions and you just talk about 45. It's $45. Trilling Farm. $45. That's all you ever have to spend on this game. How else can I explain that to you? You go ahead and go back to work and listen to your friends, dude. How was I off topic? I answered every question you asked. As quickly as I could because you've been typing like a madman. I didn't get off topic. Shoot Swim says it's cheaper than the newest Call of Duty or Battlefield or AA game. I'm about to turn Twitch off. Not Twitch, TikTok. I'm about to just shut it down. Fuck TikTok anyway, it's a lousy platform. You do have to spend money or you can wait. No, you don't have to spend money. Not unless you want to. You do not have to spend money to play this game. Lots of people play this game for $45 and they never spend another red cent. And they still love the game. Yeah, Shoot Swim brings up a really good point. It's cheaper than the newest Call of Duty or Battlefield or any AAA game. They even let you play for free 5 times a year. All this information has been presented to you, Trilling Farm, and you still keep going back to the fact that you have to spend buku money to play this game. You've been listening too much to your friends at work. Yeah, go back to TikTok. Help me out with this guy. Let's see if that hammerhead is still out there. Uh-oh, we got a enemy ship, potentially. What do we got here? It's 8 kilometers out. Yeah, Slag on TikTok says you do have to spend money. The game costs $40 or $50. Yeah, I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that you have to spend $40 or $50. I don't think this game is for Trilling Farm. I really don't think this game's going to be for you, man. It's a bit buggy for me from time to time. Yeah, it's a great game, right, Slag? It's a great game. It's the best game ever. Yeah, Suggy says Trilling Farm be crying like this is the only game you need to spend a couple of bucks to get in. William says it's a great game in alpha. There's bugs, but how many other games are in alpha with this much level of detail and play styles? There's not a lot of microtransactions. There's not. Why does it seem that way to you? Have you been to the website? Have you even done any research? There's no more microtransactions than what there is in Elite Dangerous. How long has the game been in alpha? Well, ask yourself this. How long has fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 been in development? Ask yourself that instead. When was the last time they put out a Grand Theft Auto game? It takes time to build a game completely from scratch. I don't think this game's for you, man. Go play a different game. Leave me alone. Yeah, this game's going to be pretty developed when they put it out too, Trilling Farm. Grand Theft Auto, you can't even play that game in development, so shut up. Your argument is invalid. Maybe I just need to stop responding to him. I don't know. He's giving me a lot of content. What do y'all think? Oh, I'm negative? I'm the one who's negative, guys. You like that? I'm the one who's negative. Shoot Swim says, said my piece leaving it, now family walking, I gotta bounce. Have a better Saturday now, friend. Fly safe and don't let him get under your skin, brother. He's not getting under my skin. I'm just done trying to convince him. I think he just wants to I think he's just trying to start shit, really. That's all he's trying to do. But I'm the one who's negative. If I'm so negative, why are you still watching? Why are you still chatting on my stream? I get offensive and instantly become negative. Well, fucking A, dude. You haven't even started to see offensive on this stream yet. You're curious about the game? I'm glad you're curious about the game, but the way you're asking your questions, you're asking the same questions over and over again, buddy. Yeah, Suggy says, yeah, I mean, this game is so expensive, $45 to start playing. Oh, wait, Elite Dangerous is $35 on stream when not on sale. Yeah, way cheaper, free. Yep. Dude, if you were on Twitch, you could see what my other viewers are saying about you, dude. Most of the stuff I'm saying isn't coming from me, it's coming from my other viewers, dude. I'm not circling around to shit. I'm just... If you would come to Twitch, you could see what the whole conversation is. And I wouldn't be trying to transmit messages between you and the guys on Twitch. Yep. Suggy says, if I was ever to go into piracy, I know who my target would be. Yep.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
I can see their chat.
Who fucking cares?
Go play Elite Dangerous, man. Just go play Elite Dangerous. This game ain't for you. I've told you so much about this game, how awesome it is. You're the one being negative, buddy. Not me. But I can get real negative if you want me to. Of course I'm going to tell you to go to Twitch. Twitch is the best way to watch this stream. Why wouldn't I tell you to go watch it the best way? I won't hurt your feelings. I think your feelings are already hurt, Trilling Farm. Shiver me timbers. Hey, Hawk Henry, how you doing? On TikTok, we got Hawk Henry. How you doing, buddy? I'm not getting negative. I keep telling you, if you don't agree with my opinion, you can go play fucking Elite Dangerous. Go play Elite Dangerous. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like this game or if you don't play it. Doesn't matter to me at all. I'm doing good, Hawk Henry. I'm doing really good this morning. Got a really good chat going on. We got a troll here. Trying to start a bunch of shit. It's good. It's a good stream. I like having trolls. They make shit more interesting. You didn't say you didn't like it. Well, you kind of, the way you're talking about it kind of insinuates that you don't like it. You keep talking about how it's play to win, and all this other bullshit. Maybe you want to play the game because you think it is play to win and you think if you pay a lot of money you can be good at this game. False. If you suck at games, no matter how much money you drop into this game, you will still suck. You're trying to understand the mechanics of the game, but if I don't agree, I get negative. Dude, I've just been answering your questions. Now you're sharpshooting me about how negative I am. Good
Well,
for you.
good for you.
Good for you. You're so smart. You just found this game today and you listen to your stupid friends at work and you don't know anything about it, so you want to come in here and pester me about it. I told you about the mechanics of the game. What specific questions do you have? Do you have any specific questions? I wish I could block users on TikTok. Austin Ward? Who's negative, me or Trilling Farm? I don't know why he's negative. Maybe someone pissed in his Cheerios this morning. Oh, I can block people on Twitch, but I can't do it on TikTok because it's a stupid, lousy platform. Right on, Austin. I'm kind of a negative guy. I'm a disabled veteran. I suffer from PTSD, so if I get a little offensive to people, well, fuck you, I don't care. Austin Ward, you suffer from PTSD too? Minus the PTSD. You're a veteran? Well, thank you for your service, brother. Yeah, if you're offended by my stream, grow a fucking pair. That's all I got to say about that. Debbie says, don't be a victim. I'm not a victim, Debbie. The fact is that the VA has found me to be 100% disabled for PTSD alone. That's pretty serious. Not a victim, no. If I was a victim, I wouldn't be doing this right now. Is that my way to justify being a negative person? What's your justification for being a negative person, Trilling? What's your justification? Are you suffering from PTSD, Trilling Farm? Thanks for the follow, Austin Ward. What have I said that's negative? Like almost everything that's come out of your mouth has been negative this morning, Trilling. I'm trying to run a stream here, not a frickin' psychotherapy farm, okay? So, whatever, dude. You need help. Hey, Adon, thanks for the like, buddy. Yeah, so Elite Dangerous has been out for frickin' like, what, 12 years in a finished state? Elite Dangerous has been out for 12 years in a finished state. It's been released and everything. People spend real money on it. And it's nowhere near the level of completeness or graphical capabilities or anything of Star Citizen. It's nowhere near, not even in the same ballpark. But people are still playing it. People like Trillin Farm here, still playing Elite Dangerous instead of a real fun game like Star Citizen, because they listen to their friends at work tell them how it's pay to play and everything. I mean, Elite Dangerous is a great game, don't get me wrong, but it's been finished, and they're still developing the game in a finished state because they can't keep up with Star Citizen. They tried to add space legs to Elite Dangerous. That sucks. Space legs sucks. I came in to play Star Citizen, and I was amazed at how much better the first-person shooting is in Star Citizen than it is in Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous just flat out, like, it's a great game, okay, but compared to a Star Citizen, it fucking sucks. It's a shit game. I mean, and I played it for 8 years. I played it for 8 years because I enjoyed it. And when it stopped being fun, I came over to Star Citizen and been playing Star Citizen now for almost 8 months. And I love it. Yeah, Star Citizen is the quintessential ultimate fucking space simulation game. I probably won't play another game ever because this game is just that good. It's like the game we've all been waiting for. It's the game we've all been waiting for. So we're scraping this hole right here. When we're done scraping this hammerhead, I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go ahead and munch this one for construction material, and then we'll go back to the C2 and munch that one. We have what appears to be a hostile ship in the area, but it doesn't seem to be manned. They may try to pirate me. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's innocuous. So we're going to finish scraping and we're going to do our business and hope that they leave us alone. Why are you still talking, Toby? I'm like completely ignoring you now. I haven't said anything to you in like 3 minutes. Suggy says Elite looks like a cheap copy of Star Citizen, taking the concept and just simplify it to get it out and miss microtransaction the crap out of it. That's right. Elite Dangerous. You want to talk about a game with microtransactions? Holy shit. That's what I get the feeling when I look at the web page. Have you ever played Elite Dangerous, Suggy? You summed it, if you haven't, you just summed it up in like one paragraph. It's amazing. Elite Dangerous is nowhere even near in the same ballpark as Star Citizen. And I mean, I loved Elite Dangerous for a long time. Played it for a really long time. Todd Reynolds, how you doing? You can't wait for the Arastra? I'm kind of looking forward to the Arastra too. You know, I avoided mole mining like crazy until this week. My viewers talked me into getting a mole and going out soloing a mole. And I was apprehensive about it. I didn't think it was going to be fun, but I had a good time. And now I'm starting to kind of think I might want to spend some real money on the Arastra. Or maybe I'll melt my Prospector and get an Arastra. Oh. I might melt my Prospector to get an Arastra. I don't know. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Todd Reynolds, on TikTok. How much does what ship cost, Trilling Farm? The Arastra? We don't know yet. It hasn't been released. Moles are great, but that onboard refinery the Arastra's gonna have is really nice. Man, I've got almost 100 SCU of RMC. That's going to be a good payday when I get it back to Ruin Station. I'll like it. This is going to pay off. It's going to be good. Suggy says, no, just looked it up today. What'd you look up today, Suggy? The Arastra? Oh, wait. Oh, you just looked up Elite today? You've never played Elite Dangerous, Suggy. Okay. Well, don't bother. You won't like it. You've been playing Star Citizen for too long. Oh, you bought the Arastra for 500 at announcement? Okay. Well, it'll probably be even more when it comes out in game. There's that pesky Cuddy Black again. Alright, we need to go to the salvage processing and pull out this RMC real quick before I go and eat more. If you blow your shit up, do you lose it? No, I don't lose it. Some people do, but I don't lose it. You get it back. Alright, we got an ad break on Twitch, so I got my own ad break for TikTok and YouTube. Here you go.
We appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
Yeah, so everybody but Trilling Farm, come over to Twitch. Can I elaborate on why I don't lose my shit when I lose my ship? Because I'm not a little bitch. How's that sound? Some people probably lose their shit when their ship explodes, but there's no point in it. I am using the Tobii eye tracker, Josh Smith. Thanks for noticing. Oh, all these boxes, this is all the stuff I just pulled off of those ships. Tobii eye tracker's pretty cool. It's got eye tracking and head tracking. Here, let me turn the head tracker on so you can see. See? I can look side to side, up and down. I usually leave it off in first person mode though. I'm glad you like it, Josh Smith. It's worth the $400. I like it. You're gonna get it this month? Cool, Josh Smith. Josh L. Smith 19. Alright, that's all the RMC. Can I get more out of here? Yes. Let's get it all out. Josh Smith is just waiting for the Perseus to come out, though. You got a dadgum, with the Perseus, didn't you get a loaner for a Polaris? I think that's what they gave as a loaner, right? I'm just asking. I don't know for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure about it, but I'm not 100%. Yes. Yes, you got the Polaris as a loaner. That's cool. At least they gave you something. You spent all that money. Very cool. You own the Polaris and the Perseus. Cool. And the Perseus is coming out. When is it coming out, do you think? Do you think it'll be out this month at IAE? Next month. Yeah, next month at IAE in November. Yeah, I hope you're right. That's what they've been saying, right? You were wishing for it this month at CitizenCon, yeah. So we got the hopper emptied out now, so now we're gonna go back to the cockpit and start moving some more shit. But first I gotta drink some damn cruise lux. Everyone type in !hydrate, because I gotta drink some damn cruise lux. Gotta stay hydrated in this game if you want to win. Drink your damn cruise lux. Oh, and I need to drink some damn coffee. It's cold by now. Oh, that's ! hydrate in Twitch, Trilling Farm. It doesn't work in TikTok. I'm talking to my Twitch audience when I say that. You have to eat and drink in this game, that's correct. If you don't eat and drink, your guy could pass out and die.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Yep, soon you'll be able to piss and shit and everything in this game. Now we're gonna fracture this ship and get ready to disintegrate it. We call that munching. If someone's ship blows up, you can either eject and fall to the surface or get picked up by somebody, or if they kill you, you end up in the hospital. And then you have to do an insurance claim on your ship, and then eventually you'll get back into the ship and be able to continue on with your business. Can you get your ship back? Yes, you can get your ship back. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You don't lose your ship forever. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new to the stream or just joining,
It's Salvage Saturday!
that's right, Salvage Saturday. We do Salvage Saturdays. So I'm focusing on salvage today. If this isn't your favorite gameplay, Luke, if you'd like to see something different, that's cool. I can appreciate that. You can come back Monday. We'll be doing Mining Monday, and then Tuesday I'm doing Space Trucking Tuesday. That's where we haul cargo and stuff. Wednesday is Warfare Wednesday. I focus on doing bounties, dog fighting and shit like that. Thursdays is Triage Thursdays. I go around looking for med beacons. In the absence of med beacons, which is usually the case these days, I'll probably do some other stuff like bunkers. Then Friday, we have First Person Shooter Friday, where I go first person shoot the shit out of some stuff. So come back. If you don't like this game loop, come back tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, I won't be broadcasting on Sunday. But come back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Doing something different every day of the week. Alright, the filler station is full. So we're gonna head over to the C2, and then I gotta empty out the hopper again. Yeah, this is a big ship. It's this ship, Trillin Farm, is the size of a capital ship. It's just a big, meaty salvager. This ship I'm in right now is one of the larger ships in the game. It's one of the largest ships in the game. You got the Polaris. It's almost as Polaris is a capital ship. It's almost as big as a Polaris is. I'm gonna get this lined up with this ship, and then I'm gonna go empty out the hopper again. How often do I run into other players? Very frequently. Right now, I'm really hoping I don't run into players, because I'm in Pyro, which is a lawless system, and any players I run into would be nefarious. So I'm hoping I don't run into any players here. Really kind of hoping I don't. So am I in like a popular system? Well, there's only two systems in Stanton. You got, in Star Citizen, there's two systems. You have Stanton and Pyro. Stanton is the lawful system. That's where there's laws and shit, and you can get a crime stat for going out and killing other players and stuff, or NPCs and stuff like that. And then you got Pyro, which is a lawless system where anything goes. It's good for PvP and people that like PvP, but it's also good if you want to make money. It's high risk, high reward here in Pyro. Alright, let's get this stuff out of here. If someone wants to try popping you, what are your odds of escaping? They're fairly good. It depends on what you're doing. Like if I'm back here in the cargo area and someone tries to pop me, I gotta run all the way back to the cockpit. And they might do significant damage to my ship during that time. But if I'm in the pilot seat, I can probably just scoot on out. We've had that happen in Reclaimers before. Gotten out of many sticky situations just by a little bit of care and stuff. Whoops, that one didn't go where I wanted it to. Okay, Trillin, I understand. I deal with errors all the time in chat. People like using chat instead of typing the shit out. I get it. It's all good. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Common bugs. Oh my god, how much time you got? You already saw the bug where I can't get into the pilot seat. There's a bug where you go into your hangar sometimes and your ship is belly flopping all over the hangar. There's ways to get around most of the bugs. It is what it is. Every now and then you just have to go back to menus and try again. Damn it. There we go, got it where I wanted it. There's also bugs. Sometimes you'll be flying along and your ship will blow up for no reason, as if you ran into an invisible asteroid or something like that. That's a common bug sometimes. What other bugs? Help me out, guys. What are some other bugs we got in this game? Shoot Swim says it's changed my navigation on me and slammed me into planets a few times. Yep, that's always fun. Sometimes I've actually flown right through planets. But you know, you do that in Elite Dangerous too, and that game's finished. Yeah, you run into an empty elevator and fall into space. That's always a fun bug. That doesn't happen as much as it used to. Cargo elevators tend to bug out sometimes. If I'm playing for 5 hours, how many bugs do I run into? It depends on what day of the month it is. Depends on, like, sometimes when they get close to dropping a new patch, you'll experience more bugs. Yeah, you'll run into invisible walls. You'll go to leave the hangar and the hangar will disappear on you, or the wall will disappear, or there'll be an invisible wall in your hangar. Damn it. I'm experiencing a bug right now. Let's get this one out of the way. We'll put you back in a second. Let's get you settled right. There we go. There we go. Got it the way I want. So I've been watching you say for an hour. I've seen one bug, and the bug's rare. Are they, or are they common? The bugs, like sometimes you run into nothing but bugs. Other times, it's not so bad. Like right now, it's not so bad. Usually, it's not too bad. But every now and then, you have a Star Citizen type of day where you just run into bug after bug after bug. Does that answer your question? It really depends. Like I said, it depends on kind of what day of the week it is or what time of day it is. There's no telling what kind of bugs you're going to experience, you know? Amazon, stop. Alexa, stop. Frickin' Alexa, always gotta put her 2 cents in on shit. No one asked her anything. Oh, I didn't see this 4 over there. I'm gonna put that one over here. Put you over here, buddy. Get real comfortable right there. There's bugs, there's glitches. Some things you gotta glitch to make it work right some days, you know. Suggy says, my favorite bug is quantum jumping and the ship goes, but I stay behind floating in space. Yeah, that's always a fun bug. That's a good one. I like that bug. Shoot Swim asks, Suggy, have you ever been teleported into a ship when it accidentally rams you trying to be picked up? Not yet, not with the full hull C. Yeah, with the full hull C, huh? Okay. When your ship leaves you, what would you do to get it back? You can just go to menus. You can exit to menus and then you'll come back to a station. You'll respawn in a station usually, and you can call your ship back from the station. Shoot Swim says, haha, it's funny, especially when you have a crime stat and they're trying to kill you. Hey, free ship. What? Tell me more about that, Shoot Swim. You lost me there, buddy. I'm not following what you're saying. Dougie says when it teleports you into the ship, I guess. Oh. Right. That makes sense. Shoot Swim says, had a crime stat, got rammed as they were trying to kill me, ended up in their ship and you took their ship. That's an interesting bug. Always crazy hijinks happening in this game. Always some hijinks going on. What was I doing to make that ship blow up? I was in fracture mode. You have to fracture the ship and then you can munch it and disintegrate it. Does that answer your question, Trilling Farm? I hope so. I don't know how else to explain it to you. That's another bug. Sometimes your view changes on you. Now I'm gonna disintegrate the ship into construction material. The claw, Shoot Swim, get in the claw. Oh, claw was already out. Damn it. Gotta pay attention, Chin Shield. What are you doing? Sometimes you suck at this game. Alright, +4, good to go. So now we just sit here and wait for this thing to disintegrate. We're gonna get quite a bit of construction material off of this thing. Might even fill up my hopper. We'll have to see in a minute. Suggy says, just came to Ruin Station, falled through the hangar floor. Now you're back to Area 18. Good stuff. Now you got to fly all the way back. What a good time. Oof. Oof, shoot, swim. Oof is right. Big oof. Yep. Okay, we got a little bit more space in here. Where's there some other pieces I can get? Yeah, at least it's not from Microtech shoot swim. Yeah, it's a pretty long flight from Ruin Station to Area 18. That takes you about 20 minutes to get from there to from one place to the other. Okay, we got a panel here that I can get. Suggy says in the evening when back home, need to run, see you guys, have a nice day. Alright, Suggy, take it easy, buddy. We love you, man. Trillion Farm says, autopilot, do you have to fly? They use something in this game called quantum. And when you're quantum, it just kind of flies on its own from one place to another. You can actually get up and walk around your ship and stuff while that's going on. Thanks for the lurk, Suggy. Trillin, your dadgum chat just disappeared on me. I'll have to get that as soon as it comes back up. Sometimes sometimes TikTok's funny that way. Oh. Here we go. So when you're in quantum, it still takes 20 minutes. It depends. It depends on how far you have to go. That's a really long trip. Most trips only take a couple of minutes. Since the game is buggy, do you ever get nervous to do certain things that you know will make the bug happen? Depends. It's hard to know when the bugs are gonna happen, really, you know? I could have a bug in this everything I've done so far this morning could go to shit at any time. So, there's that. But probably won't. So yeah, everything. It's not like if you're getting nervous about it again. Maybe this game isn't for you. Since you already collected it, it doesn't count if you log out because of the bug. It depends on what the bug is. I mean, if something causes my ship to explode, yeah, I lose everything. And I have to start over from scratch. Alright, that's a pretty good target yield there. We're gonna go ahead and jump somewhere into space, unload the hopper, and then I'm gonna see if I can find another mission, another salvage mission to do. I'll show you what quantum looks like. We're gonna go into quantum here in just a second. We're gonna jump just somewhere into open space so no one can fuck with us and find us and kill me. I think we call it dead space, you know, what's in between quantum points. And it's pretty safe because people won't be able to find you. What? How is that being negative, Trillion? I don't get it. Alright, let's go empty the hopper. And don't tell me how to run my stream. If I want to be negative, that's my prerogative. It keeps people interested. There we go, there's a hammerhead. Let's go get that one. Everyone calls it something, says shoot swim. I call the dead space the black. Probably turns most people away, Trilling Farm. It didn't turn you away, my friend. Didn't turn you away. It doesn't turn most people away, to be honest with you. And if it does, they can go find numerous other streams to watch. I think people thrive on drama. Most people that are on here are looking for drama, and I give that to them. If I'm trying to be a streamer, I would want all the viewers. I'll be the judge of that, man. It's my stream. I can run it however I want to. Alright, here's where it gets tricky. Hey, Sid. Morning, girly man. How you doing, Sid? You girly man. Good to see you, Sid. What happened to that quantum jump? Oh, I stopped the quantum jump so I'd be in dead space and no one can fuck with me. I did show it. You missed it. Don't worry. You'll get to see another quantum jump here in a little bit. I'll try to alert you when I do it so you can see it. It basically looks kind of like Elite Dangerous when you're going from one system to another. Sid, we got a guy on TikTok this morning. He's been a loyal viewer all morning. His name's Trilling Farm, asking a ton of questions. Got some, I think, probably some legitimate interest in this game. Not sure if he's trying to troll me or if he really wants to know about the game, though. He plays Elite Dangerous, if that tells you anything. he's been under the misguided impression that you have to spend a ton of money on this game to play. Hey, Jones, am I a negative guy, Jones? You can be honest. How you doing this morning, Jones? Good to see you again. That was a lot of fun we had last night at the Lazarus facility. Awesome times. Damn it. This box is not cooperating. What's my name on TikTok, Sid? It's Chinshield01. Same as on Twitch. I was gonna go over there and help with his questions. That's cool, man. I appreciate it if you would. K Jones says usually I'm fairly positive. How about that? In your face, Trilling Farm. I think you're the negative one. You're the one that's not listening to half the answers I say, and was gonna go okay. Yeah, it was a good fight last night, Jones. Yeah, it was. I had a good time. Usually he said in your face. There you go, being negative again. There you go, being negative again, Filling Farm. No, this isn't the PTU, Daddy Dave. I'm curious about the new salvage mechanic. I talked to someone who was in the PTU last night. He said he couldn't see any changes in salvage yet. Daddy Dave on TikTok. This is not the PTU, this is the persistent universe. This is the live server. Sid says, not that you've been looking into it a lot. What can you tell us about the PTU with regard to salvaging, Sid? Why would people not play on the live server? Because they put out a public test universe once a month, and it lets people try out, it lets them test and allows people to try out new new features that aren't in the live servers yet before they go live. They test it out on the PTU and then they release it on the live servers. The stuff that they're testing, is that going to the normal game? Is it just for testing? It does go into the normal game. Once it's tested in the PTU, then it will be released into the normal game. Time to knock off the dust of the reclaimer and test the mechanics. Supposed to be able to refine. Yep. Alignment for fraction will matter more. No shit. I don't like that. Longer range for fracture and disintegration. Do they get to keep what they tested? I'm not sure I understand your question, Trillian. If you're in the PTU, whatever you do in the PTU doesn't transfer to the live version. It's just the PTU. But we do that to help the game developers test things out before they go to the live servers. Jones says typically sometimes they test things that don't get released for a while. Yeah, when you go into the PTU, you don't get everything that you get with your normal live account. Hey, we hit 100 messages on a Saturday. Awesome, guys. 100 messages on Twitch this morning. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your support. How many on TikTok? Trilling Farm, does it say? Oh, it doesn't say on TikTok because TikTok sucks. Sid says, Daddy Dave, the reclaimer won't refine by itself in the PTU. It literally adds going to the refinery as a step going forward. Is a good way to get random people for views to go to your Twitch since it's popular. I don't know, Trillion Farm. If you want to go to Twitch, go to Twitch. You like TikTok, I get it. Stay in TikTok. It's all good. I do get a lot of random viewers on Twitch, and Twitch actually pays money, which is something TikTok fucking sucks at. It was a cop out to them fixing the Reclaimer's 16 SCU issues. What is 16 SCU issues? I can unload this thing easily with 16 SCU boxes. For those of y'all on Twitch, I'm not ignoring you. I got a lot of traffic on TikTok this morning. A lot of traffic on TikTok. Yeah, they didn't really fix 16 SU boxes. It's still, you have to glitch them through the opening that's really small. But it's doable. I don't like that we're not going to be able to unload the Reclaimer the way we do. I like that part. I like unloading the Reclaimer. It's fucking awesome. It's like Zen. Alright, let's go to this next. Let's go to this next disaster area and get some more ships. Daddy Dave says unload easy to self-destruct. Yeah, that's the thing. The Reclaimer can't land at refineries, right? At least not in Stanton, they can't. Alright. Here you go, Trillin Farm. You ready? I'm going to Quantum. You ready? Yeah. The self-destruct doesn't work anymore. They fixed the self-destruct thing. Okay, here we go. We're going into Quantum. It's not going to last very long because it's not that far away. Now we're in Quantum, see? Now we're out of Quantum. See, that didn't take long at all. Here's a C2 and a hammerhead. We're supposed to scrape the hammerhead. Yeah, it can last several minutes being in Quantum. That Quantum jump was really short. A lot of action on TikTok this morning, oh my god. I do normally use eye tracking. It's the head tracking that I don't always use. See, I got my head tracking on. I can look left, I can look right, I can look up, I can look down. Sometimes when you're first person, it gets a little too much. Okay. Watch this. I'm gonna target this ship just using eye tracking. See, look. I'm looking down there. I look up there. Boom. Targeted ship. Like it. Daddy Dave says I've been enjoying the voice packs for ship control lately. Do you have to look down to press button on your dashboard? No. You can use the F key to free look if you want to. Are you talking about voice attack, Sid? I don't like voice attack. That's just me though. I couldn't use voice attack and be in a party with people on Discord. That would be, I don't see how I could do that effectively. How do I target them? You might have to point your nose at them to target them, or there's other targeting methods that I'm not very good at, to be honest with you. I had to push a button. I had to push a button, Trillin Farm, to make it target it. But I looked at it and it targeted it after I pushed the button. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna scrape this hammerhead. Time's ticking. Clock's ticking on this hammerhead, boys. Gotta scrape, scrape, scrape. Hopefully it doesn't fuck around and make me go scrape the C2. Is it gonna give me credit for the hammerhead? We will see here in just a second. Yeah, I did look down. But if you're not using eye tracking, you can use the F key and mouse down and it will, you can select it that way. Here, let me show you. See? Oh, damn, I exited my ship. I'll show you later. I gotta get busy. Because I've got a limited amount of time to scrape this C2 over here. It says to scrape the hammerhead, but for some reason it's making me go to the C2 first. I don't understand why. Sometimes the game's quirky. Yeah, I've got 25 minutes to salvage one of these ships. 25 minutes to scrape the hull off anyway. Yeah, security will show up and chase me off if I don't have it scraped in time. It is, well, nothing's illegal in this system. I'm in Pyro. But there's people who want this wreck and they're gonna come chase me off if I don't get it scraped in time. Poop on TikTok asks, so I'm thinking about playing Star Citizen for the first time. Would you say it's worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. Sid says, I'm jealous your rep is high in Pyro. Yeah, I do have high rep with Citizens for Prosperity. That makes it really good with these salvage contracts. Alright. So head tracking's turned off. Trilling farm. Look, I don't have head tracking on right now. Let me show you how you do this. You can push the buttons. You just hold F, scroll down here, push the remote turret. That's simple. Yeah, Sid says, don't be intimidated by what everyone says about Star Citizen. Oh, it costs too much money. It costs too much money. You can't play that game unless you have $1 million. Bullshit. K Jones on Twitch is saying, yes, it's worth checking out. It's definitely worth spending a little bit of money on to see if you're going to like it, but you don't even have to do that. You can just wait till the next free fly to come along in November and try it out for free. That's right, free, motherfucker. Poop, I would recommend as a starter ship the one you can spend the less money on to see, so you could try it out to see if you like the game. And then you can either go from there and buy in-game ships, or you can spend a little money and get an even better starter ship. It's completely up to you. It's all about how much you want to spend on the game. I've spent quite a bit on the game. One guy in here earlier said he spent $1,800 on the game. But you don't have to spend any more than $45. Jones says you can play for less than $100. That's less than the cost of most games that are worth a shit these days. Alright, I'm not getting credit for scraping this C2 either. This isn't good. That's a bug. We're gonna Alt F4 again. Yeah, Jones says no one's forcing you to spend lots. You can if you wish. Trillian asks if I'm going to lose all my progress. Not really. I might have to scrape the hull off that I've already scraped again, but I don't think I could lose everything when I log back in. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, joining back up. Got 8 viewers on Twitch. Thanks for viewing, guys. Y'all are helping my viewer count big time. If you're new to the stream or just joining,
It's Salvage Saturday.
so we're focused on salvaging ships today. Sid says, I for some reason am already at $950 spent on the game. Sid, that's because you made a conscious choice to spend that money. No one forced you to spend that money. You could have played for less. I'm not saying you did it wrong. I'm just pointing that out for all the naysayers out there that say it costs millions of dollars to play this game. Yeah, see, now I get to scrape this again and the clock isn't there. How do you like that? Perfect. Sid, Trillin Farm asks, why did you spend that much money? Can you answer that for him? Can you answer in TikTok so I don't have to explain it to him? If you don't mind. You don't have to. Sid says he wanted the Reclaimer and the Asgard and the skins. That's why. Trillion Farm. You're welcome. You can save up for a reclaimer in a couple of weeks. The reclaimer's about, what is it in game? About 30 million credits. The Asgard isn't available in game, but it'll probably be available within the next couple of months in game. Blighty says the reclaimer's 46 million. By the way, hey, welcome aboard, Blighty. Better late than never. I appreciate you showing up. I don't care when you get here. My bad, Sid. He said he can read the chat. He can read the Twitch chat. Oh, Blighty says he's sorry. It's 32 million to buy the reclaimer in game. That's what I thought. I thought it was like 32 or 36 or something like that. Scraping the hole, scraping the hole. No, Sid, Blighty says he just looked, it was 32 million when he looked just now. $32 million for the reclaimer. I bought the reclaimer in game and I loved it so much I went ahead and bought it with cash too. I ain't gonna lie. That would make my wife really grumpy. Says I spend too much money on useless shit. Oh well. Trilling Farm. How much is the ship you just quoted? The reclaimer? What do you mean? In game? In game or in real currency?
Welcome.
Hey, new follower. Thanks, Sims. How you doing, man? Thanks for the follow.
Why are you following me?
Sid says I have 2 ships worth 400-ish bucks as my pledge. Yep. Oh, thanks, Sims. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us on Twitch, Sims. All right, you're a fellow vet too? Awesome. Where did you serve, man? Real money. It's $400, Sim. $400 for the ship I'm using right now, the reclaimer. The fun sandbox. Yay! The fun sandbox. By that I assume you're meaning Iraq. Yep, there's a lot of vets, Sid. A lot of vets in the chat. That's why I tend to be a little abrasive with people, because most vets can take the shit. They thrive on the shit. We gotta have a thick skin around here. If you don't have a thick skin, then fuck you. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah, don't be a bitch. That's right.
Stop being a bitch and come on. Stop being a bitch and come on.
That's right. That's right. There you go, Sid. Awesome. Stop being a bitch and come on. And if you do want to get on here and get all offended about shit, then
Who fucking cares?
Yep. How does salvaging work? Asks, what is that? Cozy? KZ? K3? I can't read your name, buddy. Excuse me, we got an ad break. I'll get to your question in a second.
We appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
Sim said, I'll be back. I have to do some work. Just wanted to follow so I can catch you later. Yeah, kick ass. Come back later, Sid. Sid Bloodline says salvaging is scraping the hull of a ship for a material. The material's called recycled material composite, or RMC. That's for Cozy or whatever your name is, buddy. Toby, yo. What's up, Toby, on TikTok? How you doing? I must be in the algorithm now. I'm getting a lot of love on TikTok this morning. Then you fracture and disintegrate after you scrape the ship, and that gets you a different material called construction material, or CM. And then you take those materials and you sell them wherever you can sell construction material and recycled material composite. For now, eventually they're talking about soon you're gonna have to refine these materials like you do with mining. That's gonna be really fucking interesting. I can't wait to see what that's like. Not. Sid Blundline says different places buy your materials for different prices. That's right. Toby asks, any tips on getting past an infinite loading screen? Tried changing servers, verified files, etc. No, I don't have any tips on that, brother. I'm sorry. Does anybody else have any tips on that? You could try character repair maybe, but I don't think that would work. Sid Bloodline asks, Toby, are you using a Vulcan? If you're using a Vulcan, I think that's been causing some problems with some of the guys I know. Toby says, been stuck for 3 days now. What can we tell this guy to help him out, guys? I don't know what to say. Did you submit a ticket with RSI? If you're using a Vulcan, that might be causing problems for you, though. We had a couple guys run into that situation. Sid said I had to walk Beard through this fix yesterday. Toby says, no, I'm still new to the game first week, so I've not got a great deal. Man, I'm sorry you're having trouble. Sorry you're having trouble, Toby. That sucks. Sid might have a walk around. Sid, can you see if you can help this guy out in TikTok, Sid? If you don't mind, if it's not a problem for you. I know I'm asking you to go back and forth from TikTok to Twitch a lot. Are you using a Vulcan, Toby? Thanks for going back to TikTok again, Sid. You're a big help, buddy. You're a big help to me and my viewers. Appreciate you. Toby says, no, you've got the Avenger Titan. I think the Vulcan is a piece of computer software or hardware, not something in game. It's a driver. It's a computer. Shader, maybe. No, it's a driver. He doesn't know if he's using a Vulcan or not. If you have a slower machine, some people do have long loading times. Yeah, so how long does it load for, Toby? Is it like 10 minutes? Longer? I don't know. Yeah, disregard the Vulcan thing. You need a good CPU and RAM to have hardly any problems. That's true. I've got one of the latest setups. I got an A9 9900 processor with 32 gigabytes of RAM, a 570 graphics, a 5070 graphics card, 3 terabytes of SSD. Sid says the game is not GPU intensive. Okay, Trillin, I don't know much about the Vulcan. You seem to know a lot more about it than I do. Blighty says verify game files. I think he said he tried that already. Maybe try switching to the Vulcan driver if you're not already on it. Reinstall and charger repair. Anything below 32 gigabytes and you'll have trouble getting the frame. Okay. You can change your shader driver if you go into NVIDIA graphics card settings. These are all good tips, guys. Have you tried Reddit? Have you looked on Reddit for a possible answer to your problem? Make sure the game is installed on SSD RAM. That's true. If it's not on SSD RAM, it won't work. My computer specs, I have an i9 9900 CPU or whatever, and then I've got a 5070 NVIDIA graphics card and a where's the hammerhead? There it is. And I got 3 gigabytes of terabyte, 3 terabytes of SSD RAM, 32 megabytes of RAM. Yeah, you can do a character repair on the RSI website, of course. I'm not a computer guy, so I'm like, I used to play Elite Dangerous on console, so I know a lot about consoles, but not about computers. I had this computer built by people who knew what they were doing. And sometimes I'm a little foggy about the specs. Appreciate you guys trying to come to Toby's rescue. This guy's got some legitimate problems if he can't play Star Citizen. You were enjoying it so much. Yeah, you'll get back to enjoying it, I promise. I promise there's a fix for whatever's going on with your loading times. You're more concerned about the bugs. Well, you know, that's the thing, that's the thing, Trilling Farm. The game's in development. Yeah, try updating your graphics driver. That's a good tip. You should always make sure you have an updated graphics driver. Yeah, Jones points out something very legit. He says every game has its bugs, especially when in development like this one is. And like I said, every time we log in, you saw me do it too. Every time we log in using the launcher, we click on an agreement that there's going to be bugs, errors, and problems with the game. That it's in an alpha state. They're not finished developing this game. Every time we go past the launcher, we get that prompt. This game hasn't come out yet, Trilling Farm. It hasn't even come out yet. It's still in development. It's been in development for over a decade. And they built it from the ground up. They're not using somebody else's, they're not using anyone else's frickin' engine to run this game. It's their own engine they created. It's called the Star Engine. Yeah, it's been in development for over a decade, Trillion. It's not out. It's in development. Well, we're still scraping. We're going to be scraping all morning. Scraping, moving boxes. For about the next 2 hours. Yeah, the game is great. It's a great game. It works great most of the time. Even Toby here, he'll get his problem fixed and he'll be back in the saddle. People think it's a complete game, but it's not done. They're adding features to this game every patch. They're adding new features to the game. They add stuff monthly. Yee, Toby, what? Did you get it fixed? Back to some hauling runs with a few bounties in between, LOL. Does that mean you got it fixed? Is that what you're telling us, Toby? Hey, Fritz, what's up? Woot! Good to see you this morning, Fritz. Oh, that's what you're aiming for, Toby? Yeah. Good morning, Chin and Chatty Chatters. Fritz, most of my chat's going on in TikTok this morning, if you could believe that. I'm in the algorithm now on TikTok. Lots of attention over there. We got a resident troll in TikTok right now. He's a big naysayer about the game. Not convinced of anything. Still intent on pointing out the game's flaws. That's cool. Got no problem with that. Everyone's entitled to their fucking opinion. I'm on Twitch, Toby, yes. Let me throw this out there.
We appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to have haters, Fritz. I agree. Haters make me stronger. I survive on coffee and haterade. The haters just help out my algorithm. They do more for me than my followers do. Yeah, Sid says I'm done with that TikTok stuff. I don't blame you, Sid. Toby, come over to TikTok. We can help you more effectively over here anyway. This TikTok, Twitch is where, I'm sorry, come over to Twitch. Twitch is where most of my dedicated viewers are that know a lot about the game. Most of the people on TikTok are just a bunch of trolls anyway. And YouTube. Mostly trolls. That's been my experience. Is Toby in the chat? Is Toby in Twitch now?
Stop being a bitch and come on.
Yeah, there you go, Sid. That's right. Stop being a bitch and come on. Strong Gaming, yeah, I'm here. Hey, Toby. Toby is Strong Gaming on Twitch.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, emotional damage. That's what I got this morning from dealing with TikTok, man. I've got some emotional damage.
A new follower. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for following, man. Appreciate you.
Why
What is that? Strong Gaming. Appreciate you, Strong Gaming. Can I call you Toby? Will I even remember that your name is Toby? I don't know. Thanks for the follow, Trilling. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not welcome. Well, unfollow me then, bitch. You little troll. Is Beardy here? No, Beard's doing some stuff with his son's soccer team this morning, I think. Sid was saying, as I was saying, cover the basics first. I would character repair, restart computer, simple stuff. Yep. Last step, I would reinstall the game. That's typically how it is with computer stuff. You want to go from the least invasive to the most invasive stuff. Who's having Star Citizen bug issues? It's Strong Gaming. DeFritz, he needs help. We're trying to help him out. Toby is Strong Gaming. His name is Toby and TikTok and Strong Gaming and Twitch. It's also suggested to check your graphics driver, make sure it's up to date. Hey guys, I gotta take a bio break. I'll be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Even you, Trilling, want you to stick around. Alright, I'm back. What developments have we had in chat? Britt says I was on till 2 a.m. with one of my other orgs. The hotfix buggered up one of our people last night, corrupted all his game files. Had to do a full uninstall and reinstall. Shit. That's crazy. I don't need your help, Trolling Farm. They'll figure it out on their own, dude. You've been helpful enough already, Trilling Farm. So, just back from a bio break, we are salvaging this morning.
It's Salvage Saturday!
Because it's Salvage Saturday, we do different things every day of the week here. Mondays we do mining Mondays. Tuesdays is cargo hauling. We do space trucking Tuesdays. Wednesdays is warfare workshop. I do things like bounty hunting. No, not warfare workshop. I'm sorry. Warfare Wednesday. Getting a little confused, getting a little ahead of myself. Warfare Workshop is something my org does on Friday. And then we have frickin' Triage Thursday, where I look for medical beacons. When I don't find them, I invariably do bunkers and things like that. And then first-person shooter Fridays. We do different first-person shooter things for that day. And then Salvage Saturdays, like today.
It's Salvage Saturday.
Maybe I go to church, maybe I don't. You know, Jesus of Nazareth is Jesus of Nazareth. Say that 5 times fast. Jesus of Nazareth is someone you should check out, someone you might want to put your faith in. He's cool. He's a good guy. I like him. But no, I don't stream on Sunday because I can't get up every fucking morning at 5 o'clock. And it's I start my stream here at 6 o'clock Central Time. Usually go until about 10 o'clock Central Time. Sid says, oh yeah, I had to help Beard by having him share his screen and walk him through undoing his Vulcan settings. Yeah, I heard about that. Generally accepted as one of the first badasses. Who's that, Sid? Jesus? Jesus of Nazareth? Was he the one of the first badasses? I agree. Jesus of Nazareth is really badass, and if you've never heard of him, you've been living under a rock, you troll. Yep, Jesus of Nazareth, a real fucking badass. More badass than Trillion, anyway.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
I'm actually kind of flattered, Trillion. You're doing so much to help my stream this morning. If you only knew, I'm kind of flattered that I got my first fucking troll. Sid says getting K in my PC. What does that mean? What are you talking about, Sid? Getting on my PC. Okay, cool. It's a good thing to be on. The Fritz says lol. You mean LOL or LUL? I'm not familiar with this LUL thing. You can't word well? Me neither. That's a hell of a typo. Yep, you're right, Blighty. Sid says I use the drag feature when talking on my phone. Sometimes it does dumb stuff. Yeah. Phones are weird like that. Andrew Nguyen on TikTok says, is this game fun playing solo? This game's fun no matter how you're playing it. It's always better to play with a group of people, but it is fun solo as well. Sid says, in Pyro I did Headhunters rep. Well, if you had done Citizens for Prosperity rep, you could be salvaging like I am today, like a fucking boss. Citizens for Prosperity rep is where it's at, man. A lot of people say Citizens for Prosperity is tree huggers. They're a bunch of tree huggers, but at least they're not freaking fascists like the Headhunters. They're a fucking terrorist organization. Changed my mind. Yep. Sid says I agree. Star Citizen is a blast solo, but when you with friends, it multiplies the joy. Fritz says, I enjoy my solo game time in SC mining and salvaging and hauling. And let me just throw this out since we got a commercial break on Twitch. I'm going to throw this out again.
We appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
Sid says, fuck that, I don't want to watch that guy. He's a bitch. Blighty said, headhunters are griefers, pirates, but at least they don't bitch about it. Yeah. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a fucking bitch on this game. Don't be up in the global complaining about, oh, I got griefed. You know what? If you don't want to get griefed, or if you're afraid of PvP, go play Elite Dangerous in fucking solo mode. Yeah, rant incoming. Yeah, not today, man. Wow, 13 viewers on Twitch. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Love this game. Hey, I got some cheers. Thanks to Fritz. Thanks for the bits, buddy. Alright, let's, oh, we gotta empty out the hopper before I munch this ship. Because we're gonna overfill the hopper if we don't. Alright, let's go empty out the hopper on this humongous... What happens if you overfill? Nothing happens, you just lose the potential for getting more materials. Alright, here we go. 16 SU boxes. Spit them out, boys. Spit them out. If this ship looks dirty, remember this is as it is comes new. Yeah, it's a dirty ship. It's got serious alien vibes. Serious Nostromo vibes on this ship. That's why I call my ship. That's why I call this ship the Chinstromo. I'm not going to have time to empty all these boxes out today during my stream because I have to run a house guest to the airport in about an hour and a half. So we're going to finish scraping these ships. We're going to finish munching these ships and then I'm probably going to call it quits for today. Fritz says the only problem salvaging right now is being able to sell in huge quantities unless you have a buddy with a whole C. Yeah, sometimes you have so much stuff, the station can't accommodate it all. Can't fit it all into the station economy. So you have to go back and sell it on different occasions when it becomes in demand again. We're making our best use of our space on this ship right now. Alright, what else we got in the hopper here? Oh, that's it. That's all we got room for. Sid says, I don't think you need a whole C. I don't either. Trillion Farm, I answered your question. If you don't, you just, it stops sucking it up. If you overfill the hopper, nothing happens. You just don't get any more. Well, time to drink some damn Cruise Lux. Everyone type in !hydrate. Except for you, Trillin. It won't do anything for you. !hydrate, everybody. Hey, Tunnel Vision, how you doing, buddy? Drink your damn Cruise Lux. Drink your damn Cruise Lux. Yes, you can take the container and put it on the elevator. Serious alien vibes on this ship. That's why it's called the Chin Stromo. That's what I call it. If you don't like it, then fuck you. Alrighty, let's munch this ship. I love the Reclaimer too, to Fritz. It's an awesome ship. You don't like it because you named yours better? What could be better than Chinstromo? The bonus situation? That is a good name, Sid. The bonus situation. I think you told me that before. That's a good name. But it's not as good as Chinstromo. It's just not. That's where you're wrong, buddy. Alright, munchy time. Munchy, munchy, munchy. Munchy, 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 munchy. There we go. Sid says you are in the right. I know I'm right. I always get to be right on my stream. Hey, Barbecue Potato, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see. Fritz says, after I lost your reclaimer and a patch, I'm just going to buy a ship pack with one once the house sells. I'm doing good, Potato. You need to keep Trillin in line up here. He's a troll. Alright, we got some extra room. Let's see what else we can salvage off of this. Sounds like Fritz isn't right. No reclaimer, you are in the wrong. Okay, whatever. It's all good. What happened was he bought a ship in game, and since it wasn't pledged, he lost the ship. You don't necessarily get to keep. Sometimes they do wipes when they introduce new game patches, although they haven't done that in a while. Haven't done it in the 7 months I've been playing. No, that's not what I said. You weren't listening, Trilling. I said they took away a game. They took away a ship that he bought in game, not one that he's bought with real money. You lost some gear after the update yesterday? That's too bad. I probably lost some stuff too. I had some stuff in the refinery at Crew L1. It's probably gone now. I probably need to get over there and see if it's still there. I need to sell it today. Fritz says, took me about 2 weeks of grinding to get the reclaimer, LOL, and then you lost it, buddy. You lost it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Trillion's over here, just so you know, Barbecue Potato, Trillion's over here just trying to poke any hole in this game that he can. Really focused on the negative aspects of this game instead of what's good about it. Thus, he's a frickin' troll. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, Trillion. Don't deny it. You're not asking questions about how good it is. You're asking questions about how bad it is. DeFritz says RSI didn't find me worthy. Yeah, Chris Roberts hates you, DeFritz. That's what that's all about. That's why I have all my problems, is because Chris Roberts hates my guts. Sid says RSI is like either you pledge a reclaimer or you don't keep a reclaimer. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah. How long ago did you lose your reclaimer, Fritz? When was that? Was it recently? Thank you, Barbecue Potato. Thank you. Now I know it's not just me. We definitely have a troll on our hands. Alright, I gotta go empty out the hopper before we can fracture this one. Yeah, make sure you claim all your ships before the patch so you don't lose them. Make sure none of them are destroyed or in an unknown state. 4 or 5 months ago? Huh. Because I haven't seen any wipes since I've been playing for 7 months. Ubiquitous Wookie, how you doing this morning, brother? I got my first hater. You like that? They need to fix the persistence to make sure they don't drive people away. Alpha or not, it costs them players. Unfortunately, there's enough to love even with all the issues. Yep. 07 Wookie. 07. Hey, Trilling Farm, if you want to know when you are being a troll, just scroll up and read what you've been saying this whole time. Oh, you're not my first, buddy. I'll forget you. Don't worry about it. Rebel! What's going on, Rebel? Long time no see. How are you doing, Rebel? Haven't seen Rebel in a couple of weeks. You've been messing around and getting off topic all morning, Trilling. By the way, Trilling, that's a stupid fucking name. Barbecue Potato says he came over here to Twitch instead of TikTok. Why? Why, Barbecue? Why did you come over to Twitch? Tell everybody why you came over to Twitch. I'm uptight, everybody. You hear that? I'm uptight. I'm uptight. That's funny. Thanks for making me laugh, Trillin. I'm laughing inside. Barbecue Potato says he came over to Twitch because he doesn't want to deal with idiots this fucking early in the morning. K. Jones says if I'm uptight, then he's the Easter Bunny. I am having a good time. I have a good time every morning when I do this, Trilling. Twitch is better, Commander Rebel. You're absolutely right. What the hell is this one doing down here? Yeah, he doesn't own or play the game, Fritz. That's the whole thing. He's just coming and hating on the game he doesn't know anything about. Rebel, that's my Toby eye tracker. That's what the green bubble is. I branched out. I'm moving up in the world. You like what I've done with the Reclaimer, Rebel? Guess what I did, Rebel? You're not going to believe it. Guess what I did Monday for Mining Monday? You're not going to believe it. I did solo mole for the first time Monday. No, I can't figure out how to get the interface to work, Jones. I spent like 2 hours trying to troubleshoot it yesterday to no avail. So now I just got it to where I'll leave it on. It's not that hard. I did it on Cellin, Rebel. It was pretty easy. Not a lot of wind on Cellin. Sid says it's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. I like it. Don't worry, I won't take it too hard. This Fritz said, if it's windy, just land the ship, said Bloodline. Yep. Trillion Farm, not a lot of annoying bugs, just stuff that cause you to lose progress. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna run out and buy the game tomorrow. Or maybe like right now, you're probably already buying the game, right? Since you like it so much. Yeah, Fritz, I crammed this sucker full. It's full. I slammed it fucking full. I'm all about filling this bitch up. Not leaving anything unturned. And I'm gonna have even more RMC as soon as I munch that C2 out there. Chin will not use any of them boxes. What are you talking about, Sid? I'm gonna sell all this shit and I'm gonna make a ton of money. When did I say I was abandoning them, Sid? I don't recall saying that. Oh no, I'm not gonna abandon them. I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna bed log. I don't have time to unload this, I don't have time to unload the reclaimer before I have to leave to take someone to the airport. Oh, let's go look at this from the salvage balcony, shall we? I use VKB Gladiators Trillion Farm to fly. Look at all that beautiful cargo. Look at it. Just amazing. Just so much. This is like probably about 3,000 credits worth of RMC in construction material. Use the VKB Gladiator too. I love my sticks. I love my sticks, Sid. I do have taste, Sid. Yes, Trillion Farm. There is more storage on here, but why would I want to? The more I get on here, the more risk I am of losing everything by being pirated. So probably after this next ship, I'll take it in and sell everything. Dual VKB Omnis, very cool, Fritz. Sid, you only got one stick? I got two. I got two VKBs. Got a left one and a right one. Do I ask bugs and pirates? Risk? What are you talking about, Trillion? Yeah. Pirates are very risky. I could get pirated right fucking now, and I'd have to haul ass before they can kill me and shit. Like at this point, Trillion, yes, I could lose all my cargo. Of course I could. That's part of what makes this game fun. Sid's on his way to pirate me right now, man. Like, is there a glitch to where you could lose all your cargo? Dude, I explained that earlier. I'm not telling you again. Fritz, I have pedals but don't use them right now. I packed them and other stuff up for the move. Cool. I never added you on Star Citizen, Sid. Did you send me a friend request that I ignored? Was your name Sid in game? We be screen sniping. Yep, Jones says there's always risks in this game. Always. Alright, we're gonna move a little closer to this thing. DeFritz says PvP is always a risk in Star Citizen. Always. That includes getting killed or extorted. Yep, that's right, Sid. You can get extorted. How close can I get to this thing? Let's try it right here. Hopefully we're not too close to this thing for the arm to come out. Oh, there we go. +2. Time to get paid, gentlemen. Don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, though. This could all still end up blowing up in my face. Fritz says, I've lost millions in cargo back when you could haul RMC from Rappel and other places like that. Always pirates set up where there's a huge profit to be made. Not always, but many, many times. Trilling Farm asks, you lose all your cargo that you already have or just what you were scraping at the time? All the containers that you had. Yes, if I got pirated, they would take all my containers. I've answered that several times today. Yeah, or they'd just blow me up, just for the fun of it. That's right, Wookie. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Like our friend Trillion here. Just wants to watch the world burn. Hey, looky here! Oh my god, we got a raid incoming! General Desperado!
We're getting raided. We're getting raided.
We're getting raided on stream, on TikTok. Hey, Carney. Set it on fire, LOL. That's right. Oh, we got an ad break coming up too, General.
Well, how about that?
How about that? Damn it. We got an ad break just as the... I need some gift subs, quick. Let's see here. What the fuck, really? Hey, General, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream today? Over the Hill Phil says, hi, Chinshield. I brought marshmallows. Let's see them burn. Sandgroper. Well, hello. Hello, Sandgroper. Alright, I hope they stick with me through the ad break. Yeah, I know you're asking to finally to learn legitimately about the game, but the thing is you're asking me the same damn questions over and over again that I answered like 2 hours ago. Like you're gonna get a different fucking answer or something. All right. How much time do I have? An hour? I explained the whole thing, the bugs, everything, like 2 hours ago. Trilling. You weren't paying attention. All right, Gender Desperado, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the raid, buddy. Oh, I better type that in chat.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks for being here, everybody. How many people were in this raid anyway? "76 people. Wow. 76 freaking raiders.
A new follower. Welcome.
Thanks, Moreland. Thanks for following, buddy.
Why are you following me?
Appreciate y'all being here.
A new follower.
Ice.
Welcome.
Ice, thanks for the follow, man.
Why
Thank you.
are you following me?
For everyone that's just joining or new to the stream,
It's Salvage Saturday.
Salvage Saturday. And you know what? Y'all actually caught me at the end of my stream. I have to take someone to the airport in an hour. And let me just go back here. I'm going to show you how much damn cargo I got, and you're going to understand why I have to go now. I'm going to show you here. Let's go back in the back, and you'll understand why I can't unload this reclaimer in an hour. You're going to see here in a minute. Let's go take a look at this just for the people who just joined. Appreciate all the raiders. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking it out with me. So thankful for General Desperado bringing his raid in. General Desperado, I follow him. I actually renewed my subscription with him this morning, which is probably why he raided me today. So thank you for that, Jen. I like watching General Desperado in the morning before I log on and go live, actually. So here is why I have to call it quits. Look at all this fucking cargo. And I got more in the heart, but I got a full hopper down there. Look at all this cargo, guys. It's gonna take me at least an hour and a half to unload all this shit. At least an hour and a half. Yeah, it's a lot, Ice. It's a lot. I've been busy this morning. It took me 3 hours to get all this. Hope I don't get pirated. Oh my god, that would suck. I could be getting pirated right now. There could be someone on board right now. Let's see if that's the case. I don't know. We can go to comms, go to Aegis Reclaimer, members. Yeah, I'm the only one on the ship right now, so that's a good thing. That's old school Stack and Jones. Sid says I'm in Pyro and could help you unload. How soon can you be at Ruin Station, Bloodline? Let me know if you get back on, Chen. I'll give you a hand. Ice says, will you have time to get unloaded before you have to go, or can you bedlog or something? I can bedlog, Ice. 3 minutes, Blood? You could be at Ruin Station in 3 minutes? Are you in the game right now? Are you on my Discord server? We aren't friends. Can you shoot me a friend request in can you shoot me a friend request in frickin' Spectrum? And join my Discord? By the way, let me shoot out the Discord link for anyone who's interested in joining the Discord. That's my Discord server. I'm live in the VC right now on my Discord server. You can go in there and talk to me right now if you want to. Not everyone all at once. No, Trilling. Not you. Besides, I can't send you the link over Discord. You would have to come into Twitch to get it. So that's that. Hey, Rebel. What's up, buddy? It's been a whole minute. Oh, friend request. Sid Bloodline. There we go.
Hey, you subscribe.
There, now I'm not muted.
Hey, alright. Carnage. Carnage, just give me a subscription. Thank Carnage. I appreciate you. You're enlisted. Stay sharp, buddy. Sid Bloodline. What's up, buddy? Let me shoot you.
How's it going?
Not bad. So good to have you here, man. Let me shoot you a party invite. We'll go try to get this thing unloaded real quick. Are you in my server? Do you know?
I don't know. So I'm about to check.
Where are you in the verse right now?
Checkmate.
Checkmate? Okay. Yeah. Did you accept my party invite? I didn't see.
I did.
Okay. Yeah, come to my server. I'll go ahead and get started unloading at Ruin Station.
Just head that way. I'll meet you there.
Okay, cool. We'll get this unloaded in about 30 minutes, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I'll drop them out the back. I'll just have you stack them on the elevator, and I will pay you. How does what sounds fair to you?
I'm not worried about it right now.
Bullshit. That's what everyone says.
You know what? I'm not worried about it right now. You figure out what it is that you make from this, and then, then you worry about it.
Okay. I'll give you, how about I give you a quarter of what I make? That's going to be about 750,000. I'll just give you we'll just say it's 750,000.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Cool.
I'm already joining.
Yeah, everyone said when I tell them money, it's not about the money. I don't want money. No, I pay my crew members.
Oh, for sure. I do the same thing.
Yeah, I got to take care of the people who help me out.
It's the reclaimer people. We care.
Yeah, yes. All right, let me get my ass to Ruin Station to get started unloading.
Yeah, I'm having the hardest time on in Pyro, raising my rep with headhunters for salvage contracts.
Yeah. See, Jones here on Twitch, he's in my org. He says Chin is good about paying his crew. Moreland says Reclaimer Bros, FTW. What does that mean? Fuck the world? What are you talking about?
For the win.
For the win. For the win, Moreland. Fritz says, indeed he is. I know this firsthand. Yeah, I take care of my people. Alright, let's get our butt to Terminus. For the wind, not fuck the world.
We know how you feel about it.
The world.
Yeah, that's how I really feel. Not the wind, not wind. Stupid typing MH. I don't know what typing MH is, but that must be a daggum error
I think
too.
that also was a typo.
Yeah, that was a typo. Alright, here we are, arriving at Terminus. Alright, there's beautiful
already
ruin
on my ship.
station. Cool. You might be here before I even get settled in the hangar. I'm probably not going to sell it right now. I'm probably going to come back later to sell it. I'll just put it down the elevator, but I'll go ahead and pay you now.
I'm not worried about it.
750,000 ain't that much, buddy. I'll pay you.
Like
That way I don't forget later. I'm always afraid I'm going to forget. That's it.
That's
you
fair.
know. Got to take care of my crew. If I don't, they may not want to help me anymore.
I don't want to help you now. I mean, jeez.
Yeah. All right, there's the extra
I've never
large
seen
hangars.
you forget, Chen.
Yeah, I know. You've never forgotten either, right, buddy? It's been a while since you played, though, Rebel. When are you going to come back and play some more Star Citizen?
Been thinking about it.
Yeah,
What
Fritz
loop do you
says he's a miner.
Oh, I'm industrial all the way.
Yeah, because they're adjusting salvaging here coming up.
Yeah, they're going to make it to where you have to refine salvage materials.
We got missiles locked? Dude,
What?
get
Yep.
in the hangar quick.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
don't know
fine
how
and
that's-
dandy,
Quick.
honestly.
I don't know
I
how
don't
it's
mind
going to
it.
work.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not sure either yet. I watched a couple videos on people that played Evocati,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm not sure. The big thing is that no one is addressing is that the fact that a reclaimer cannot land at a refinery. No one is addressing it. I don't like that.
Right. That's gonna bug the hell out of me. I like
Yep.
kicking out my 16 SCU boxes, you know? You know what they'll
Same.
probably do? The Reclaimer's a big ship. They'll probably make it to where it can refine the stuff itself.
I don't know. It sounds like they don't want that to happen, but I mean, it'd be nice. Like, even if it's, takes longer, I'd be perfectly fine with it if I could just print out my own boxes.
Why did it go from dark to really light ass trilling? Use your imagination, buddy. I don't know. Graphical glitch, who knows? Okay, I'm trying to
Could
get
be
you
the hangar
really close to
closing.
Yeah, it could be the
You got
hangar
missiles
closing, who
locked?
knows?
Dude, get in the hangar quick. Get in the hangar quick.
Okay, Jones
Oh,
says it
shit.
might use the whole C
man.
cargo point to unload for now.
Emotional, damn it.
I don't agree. I think a C2 would be more than enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it would. You don't need a whole C to unload a
Yeah,
reclaimer.
a hull C still takes 700 SCUs worth of cargo.
Alright. We're all powered down. Let's go unload this ship.
I am 40 gigamamas away.
40 gigamamas. Nice. Yeah, sometimes the head tracking gets a little wonky in first person. K. Jones was meaning to fly the reclaimer to the same area as the whole sea and offload the cargo from the reclaimer to get it into the refinery. That might be the way they go. We'll see. Personally,
Well,
I like being able to unload it the way it is.
I agreed, but the other part is at least a Hull C you can dock with. You can't dock with a reclaimer.
Well, the reclaimer does have docking collars, so maybe they'll make it to where you can dock a reclaimer. That's
Sure.
always a possibility.
But even if you do the docking collars, the problem is you can't unload from that in 0G.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And the other part to that for Jones is the Hull C, everything is on grid. For the reclaimer, most of your load is going to be off grid.
That's true. That's true. You would only be able to auto unload the stuff that's on the grid. All this other shit I got in here that ain't on the grid, it'd be wasted.
Yep.
Which means you'd have small salvage runs. You'd be going, you wouldn't be able to stay out and salvage for as long.
Yep. Unless it takes it directly out of your hopper. But even then, you would still only fill it once and have to go back.
Yeah. You'd have to go back every time you get the grid full or your hopper's full.
Yeah. No, they need to figure something out.
They will. And it'll be fun.
I'm sure.
I have
Oh,
faith.
agreed. Agreed.
This Afterlife says, so fellas, we getting the Perseus this IE next this winter, mark my words. Yeah, I hope so. For everyone who bought a Perseus, I hope y'all get it.
Right.
And he says, also, he says, Trillion Farm, when you play Star Citizen, the lingo will just come naturally. RSI salvage ships making their way into the game soon. Yeah, I like RSI. That might be cool. I like RSI ships.
So my only concern is, I heard about the medium salvage ship that's supposed to be coming. I think everyone's heard of that one. But apparently now there's talk of a smaller than a Vulture coming.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's smaller than a daggum Fortune even.
Yeah. And that's just silly to me.
Yeah, I agree. What do you need another salvage ship for?
Well, it's not that, but first of all, like, the Fortune is under 2 mil. Like, what smaller do you need and what's cheaper?
Right. Let's see. The lingo of love, hate this game. Yep, you're right, Jones. Wookie says their V1 documents mention breaking down hulls at fabrication hangars, which ships like the Pioneer are supposed to have, or hangars on bases. This is probably a baby step in that direction. They have said they like to make small changes. Yeah. Mishra Masterpiece says, I've heard there's going to be a salvage starter ship. 2 RSI ships possible, says Fritz. Yeah. I think that's what we're talking about, is the salvage starter ship.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Golem for mining.
Yeah, they need to hurry up with that Arachra.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in the Arastra now too, now that I've done some mole mining, some actual solo moling. I actually enjoyed this moling solo. I actually kind of enjoyed it, believe it or not. It's something I always said I wouldn't do, right, Rebel?
I believe it, as it is my jam.
It is your jam. Fritz says there's already a couple solo salvage ships in the game already. Yeah, that's true. But you know, RSI, you gotta have 500 different ships to do the same thing. Man, I hope we can get this unloaded quick. I really gotta
How far are you?
take someone to the airport. I'm still unloading everything on the balcony. I got the back part of the cargo area unloaded and most of the stuff on the balcony unloaded.
Nice.
And then I still
Well,
got
I'm already
unload.
loading it, so.
Oh, okay. You're already in the hangar? Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've got, I still got the front of the cargo area to do.
You still have the hopper, too.
And the hopper. And I got a full hopper. Whoops.
Well, whenever you get down to the wire, just, I guess preemptively stop.
Stop.
So you can lower the elevator.
How are you putting it? If you stack it in there really tight, it should all fit on the elevator.
No, I know. I'm just saying if you're getting down to the wire on time.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I can just take a loss and dump what I got already. Or maybe if I get to the hopper and I'm short on time, I just lower the ship and try to unload it. I hope I can unload it later.
Or you can leave it and then I can keep unloading and then lower it into mine. And then whenever you get back, I'll just give it to you.
That's cool. Maybe we can do it that way. Ice wants to know, can you leave the hopper full and store the ship if you have to? Yes, you can, and supposedly it would persist, but there are bugs that would cause your ship to be eaten by the hangar, and then you lose everything in your hopper because you have to do an insurance claim. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. Yeah, and if you claim it for another station, I wouldn't forget and do that to Fritz, because the only place I use my reclaimer is right here at Ruin Station. And I have my other reclaimer at New Babbage.
Oh, you have two? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I have one I bought in game and one I bought with cash.
Nice.
I like the reclaimer that much.
I don't blame you. I liked it so much I made it an emote.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your emote, by the way.
I might have to switch my rep up, because getting a C2 and a hammerhead in the same contract sounds kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. A lot of people poo-poo frickin' tons of, what is it? Citizens for Prosperity. But it's paying off for me big time.
Nice.
And no one's
Yeah, I
gonna
was a
get me to
citizen.
damage. No one's gonna get me to damage my rep with Citizens for Prosperity. I got some friends in my org that talk shit about Citizens for Prosperity, and they want me to go do headhunter missions, and I'm like, nope. You go have fun. I'll play with you later when you're doing something less nefarious.
Less nefarious.
Trilling Farm asks, why are you dropping your shit down there? Because it's the fastest way to get it off the ship, Trilling. There's a little door down here where it all goes out.
It's a bad what?
Did I know who he's talking about?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
You were talking about nefarious players. I said, is it bad that I know who you're talking about?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Old school, OG.
That's my boy.
Yeah, the bug where your ship pirouettes on top of the hangar lift. Yep, that's the one, Ice.
Unfortunately, there are some dead spots
Okay.
on the.
Well, if I need to
well.
send it down, let me know. I'll come and send.
No,
I'll come down
I'm
and
starting the
send it.
second level right now. We're good.
Okay. I'm working on the front of the cargo area now. Ice says, I swear Citizen has some of the wackiest bugs I've ever seen in a game. That's why you have to be extremely patient to play this game. It takes a special kind of gamer to play this game.
Takes a mature gamer.
Takes a very mature gamer. After I get done, can I show what he was doing down there? I don't know. He's gonna have it pretty much done by the time I get down there. Trilling. All he's doing is taking everything that's falling out the bottom of the ship and putting it on a big cargo elevator. And yeah, you'll see it all stacked on the cargo elevator when we get out of the ship. The Fritz says patience and ability to work around bugs. That's right. This is the workaround simulator. Almost crushed myself there.
You're not supposed to do that. I heard it's unhealthy.
Yeah. That could have been bad. Might have a log jam forming.
Yep.
Fritz says this game isn't for everybody, kind of like the military. There's a symbiosis of love-hate for most of us that play. This is true.
I agree.
Yeah, I got a fucking log jam up here. Let me get these boxes out.
And then there are those with the hate love.
There we go. Fix the log jam.
Yeah, I finally did this method the other day. By your recommendation. I trusted you.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a couple of months now. Never had a problem.
Nice. Well, I was always.
And the funny thing is, I've had people that have been playing the game from the start sit here and tell me I'm crazy for what I'm doing, and I'm like, dude, come out and let me show you for yourself.
Yeah, so what I was always told was the fact that there's a chance for it to blow up. So that's why I never did it.
Yeah, I think that's much less likely now. I don't want to say that it won't happen, but like it hasn't happened in the numerous loads I've done of reclaimers loads. The numerous reclaimer loads I've done, it hasn't happened yet.
Yep. Hasn't happened to me yet either, but I've only done this method once now.
I have a bigger chance of getting pirated than I do having my ship blow up by dropping cargo out the back. Oh, another ad break. Excuse me for a second, guys.
We appreciate all of you viewing on TikTok and YouTube, but the best way to watch this stream is on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/chinshield01. That's www.twitch.tv/chinshield01.
Why does it say the best way to watch is
Really, most people that know what they're doing unload the way I'm unloading.
how I do it.
Oh, I
And
started doing
while
it.
you're in the hangar, no, it's not possible to get robbed by other players.
There's glitches for people to still get in.
Yeah,
In your
so,
hangar.
yeah, it would have to be a major bug for someone to get in your hangar and steal your shit at this point. It's almost unheard of. In
Yeah,
some
now,
pouches,
who's
says Ice, he's found off-grid is actually safer than on-grid due to how the cargo is handled when it gets auto-stowed. Really?
Maybe I'll come and play tonight.
Really? Well, that would be something to see.
You gonna be on?
Yeah, I'll probably be on tonight. I have the house to myself. Our house guest I'm taking to the hotel, to the airport as soon as I end this stream. And then,
Chin,
I get to, my
you had a
wife's
house
at work.
guest without me?
What's that?
You had a house guest without me?
Yeah. What's up?
He didn't even invite me over either.
Oh, hi.
Hi to the peeps.
This is our house guest. That's Vicky. Can you put them out, Vicky?
Yeah, come on, guys.
The Fritz says he'll be on tonight too. Cool.
I won't.
Drilling, this is a normal way to unload. Or you can waste all your time thinning it down the fucking elevator. That would take
Hey, you know
way
what?
too long.
I don't need you making fun of the way I normally did it, okay?
Ah.
Totally gonna make fun of that.
Whoops, I
That's
just
just
knocked
rude.
myself over.
Haha. See, that's what you get for talking shit.
Yeah, that's what I get for talking shit. You're right. Whoops.
I still want to get. I still want to get that. That HOTAS. The
Which one?
VKBs?
X56. No, I can't afford those, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually not that bad, honestly. Like 130-ish.
130-ish.
Yeah. Each, but yeah.
Hey, I got a song about elevators. Hang on, let me play this real quick.
Fucking elevator.
Send me a link.
Let me out. Fucking elevator.
I got you. I'll also send you the discount code that I was given if you want.
Fucking elevator going nowhere. Fucking
Well,
elevator.
actually, I'm gonna wait on sending you the discount code till I use it, because I don't know if it's a one-time use.
Fritz, hey, Fritz says he has a set of HOTAS that he'd be willing to sell, bro.
There you go.
What kind?
Yeah, what kind are they, Fritz? He says he doesn't use them. What kind of HOTAS? Alright,
have
about
the
to empty out the hopper now.
I have the X52 Pro, which is great for Elite Dangerous, but it's lacking for Star Citizen.
Fritz says he has the X56.
That's the one I want.
Yeah, that's the one he wants, Fritz. Well, Fritz
on your
is
Discord?
he's in Northfield. I think he is on my Discord, but he's in Northfield. So you can see him tonight if you come on. He says he'll be on tonight too. Maybe y'all can work
Okay.
something out.
Yep, already on top of everything in the hangar, just so you know.
Okay, cool. Fritz says I'll look tomorrow. They are packed up at the other house. I have to go there tomorrow to meet the owner.
The new owner.
The new owner.
Yeah, I wish my house had a new owner. I'd be on a sailboat by now.
Right.
You know you can't play on a sailboat though, right?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, you may be able to have Starlink there, but you're not going to use a computer that can run this on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this computer that I'm sitting in front of right now and build it into my boat as a
There you
ship's
go.
computer.
There you go.
Fred says they're
Power
renting
to you.
after they sell this house. Why are you gonna rent? Why not be a homeowner?
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be a homeowner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably buy something newer, but I'm planning on retiring in it.
Yeah. Woohoo! I appreciate all the raiders, everyone who's stuck with me. This isn't the most exciting gameplay. It is fun watching me knock myself on my ass.
Say that.
What's that? Don't say that. It is. It is. People like watching me fail in this game. That's why they're always
Not
playing
fail,
redeems
fall.
and me blowing up and shit.
I think I may need you to send it down.
Okay, let me know.
Because I am.
We're gonna have time, so.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna come send it down.
Huh?
We're almost done. We'll be done in about 10 minutes, I think. Alright, Trillion, this is what you wanted. Trillion wants to know, am I the main raider? Hell no, dude, you're not a raider. You're just a troublemaker. Damn, look at all. Don't pull him from down there. It might cause him to get stuck. There you go, Trillin. That's what's been going on with the cargo. Trillin has a very high opinion of himself.
Come on. You're loose. There you are.
Fritz says the next house has an option to buy. We just don't want to jump on owning again until the girlfriend starts her new career. It has more to do with financially being able to do the upkeep of a house than it has to do with not wanting to own another house.
That's fair. That's fair.
What's the max? It says so on the wall over there. What's the max? What does it say on the wall?
I'll check. One sec.
120 SCU or 1,120 SCUs. These are 16 SCU containers.
Yeah, we had an entire dead row though back here, so it wasn't full.
Yeah, that's cool. I get it. Yeah, when we get ready to finish up, you don't have to pull them out. I'll just glitch, close the door and it'll glitch through the door. So.
Correct. No, that one was just like barely attached. So I knew I could get it off. That's why I did it.
Okay. We are almost done, folks. We got like 1 or 2 16s left. And then it's all small ones after that. Do you have to buy the containers? While there are containers you have to buy, no, you don't buy these. These are packed by the reclaimer from the materials I salvaged earlier.
Yeesh, that one tried to kill me.
What's that?
That box tried to kill me. It jumped all the way over here.
Yeah, don't stand too close to the reclaimer. Alright, we got one more 4SU box in here and we're done. Send in the 8th. Fritz wants to know, was I munching ships too? Of course I was munching ships. Would it have really been doing reclaimer work if I hadn't munched the ships? Uh-oh, we got another fucking log jam. Alright, that's all the 8s. Let's get these 4s out of here. Anyone want to answer why you don't have just one size of box to 16s? Golly, if you have to ask that question, you really weren't paying attention, were you?
Because Tetris?
No. Because you're low on the resources, but you're trying to empty your containers.
There you go. You're low on the resources, but you're trying to empty the containers. That's why. Thank you, Sid. I was trying to wrap my head around how I was going to answer that question. Because if you don't empty out your hopper, you can't get as much material from the ships you're trying to salvage. So you end up spitting out a bunch of small boxes to write, Jones, to maximize profit, says Jones.
Yep. Yeah, if I'm going to go sell or munch a ship that is now, what, say 250 plus, but I still have 8 or so construction material in there, I might as well dump an 8 so that way I can get as much as I can out of the munching.
Right. Alright, that's everything. Let me double check the hopper.
Oh, there's a 16 still in there, too.
Yeah, we're empty. Alright, I'm gonna go close the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hide
finish
in
my
the
stream
elevator.
on time, too. Come on. I chose the wrong floor.
You know, it's funny, I never see it from this angle.
What's-
unloading and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have the same exact skin for the ship too.
Oh, you do? The
Yeah.
Head Knight.
Yeah.
If you're new to the stream or just joining us,
It's Salvage Saturday.
Salvage Saturday, that's right.
It usually doesn't, Fritz.
Check the salvage cargo hold to make sure nothing popped in there, Fritz. I've done this several times. I've never had to do that. If there's something in there, I would be fucking amazed. Watch this. Close the door. There it
Boom.
goes. Open the door. Close the door again. There that goes. You were right to sit in the daggum elevator.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's park this ship on the pad. Yep, that's why he said he was gonna hide.
Know a thing or two because I've seen her.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. That's right.
He said thing. Don't mind me, I think I'm funny.
Hey, you know what? You made me laugh.
I was laughing on the inside.
All right, good to go.
All right, let me come down the coffin and I'll come sink it and I'll go ahead and pay you your money now because I'm gonna sell this later. I don't have time to sell it now.
But at least it's secure.
Nice. I appreciate your help. I couldn't have done this without you, and I got to stream for an hour longer.
Nice.
How much will
Glad
you
I could
get
help.
for selling that estimated? Probably about 3 or 4 million trillion farm. Probably about 3 or 4 million credits, which is a lot. It's not a lot in Star Citizen, but I mean, I'm sorry, it's not a lot in Elite Dangerous, but it is a lot in Star Citizen.
Yeah, I can make that in like 20 minutes in Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're doing, I mean, you can make that fast in
Elite or Star Citizen, I'm a minor.
You know
Yeah,
what?
no, like-
in Star Citizen, I could make $4 million in 3 hours by rubbing one off, man.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Yeah, if I took a Hull C out, I can make roughly $1 million in 20 minutes. But it's not fun. It's very, very boring.
I have a whole C.
All right, let's see. Who
You
am I
think you have
paying?
a-
Sid? Oh, you left my elevator already.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Sid Bloodline. I gotta get you paid. Just so everyone can see, I do take care of my crew. I believe in that. And I gotta scroll all the fucking way down. Do you have a dirt? There it is, Sid Bloodline. 750,000. There we
I
go.
can't remember what it's called.
You're rich, bitch.
I'm rich.
Or you can say a statement
Thank
either
you.
way and it works.
I don't know about a statement, but I know a word that can be said. Throw words backwards.
That's an anagram.
Yeah. Well, no. Anagram is when the word is shuffled
that's
in
when
there.
it's written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Fritz says easy money in the game for sure. I assume you're talking about Star Citizen. You have it till you don't have to ask me how. I know.
Yep.
LOL.
Someone may or may not have lost a reclaimer.
Right.
I don't know if you have one of these, but I in my hangar currently have my baby, not my reclaimer, my other baby.
What's your other baby? Your Polaris?
No, I don't have Polaris.
I have a Polaris. I love it.
Do you?
Yep.
No, my other baby is the Asgard.
Oh yes, I like the Asgard.
Yeah, got the pirate paint on there and everything. It's
Yeah, it's sick. Although with the pirate paint, I've had a problem where people can't see through the turret.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the pirate paint.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Yeah. All right.
It's been fixed. Regardless.
Gotta drink some damn cruise lux. Exclamation point hydrate, everybody. Drink your damn cruise lux. Drink it up. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Sid?
Oh no, you're good. They fixed it. It works now. People can see through the. They can see out the turd now.
Oh, did they? Oh, I gotta put my I gotta put my skin back on then. All right, we are going to go ahead and escape to menu, and I am gonna get ready to raid somebody new for y'all to watch. Everyone except for Trilling because he's on TikTok.
Right.
And he's stubborn like that. All right, we're going to raid Aldo Brink today. Y'all get ready to copy and paste this upcoming message into Aldo Brink's Twitch feed. Copy and paste that last message into the Twitch feed here in a minute. Looks like he just got started too. He's only been streaming for 20 minutes. $33 viewers. Here we go, gentlemen.
Let's see. I think I have some of the tablets over at Crew L1. I just checked at Area T and I have none. Those medals were kind of a bummer last night. We found out I didn't have any. Chin Shield, thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate that. You get an Aquanum here, I'll give you a shout out.
All right, I'm going to end my stream right there, guys. I'll see y'all Monday morning for Mining Monday.